Welcome to the Fantasmagoium. My name is Scotty R37, and
behold my stuff.
Ooh.
It's the ooh at the end that really does it for me. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is watching, but I have been going through my dad's physical media collection. So far, we have covered everything up until Elle. We did Elle last time. The title here is rather deceiving. It says LMNOP. I apologize. There will be no L's. And I kind of wanted it to be LMNOP, so it would be like Lemon OP, because I know Lemon's going to see this at some point. Anyway, no L's. We're just going to be doing M's. Now, typically on Thursday nights, the Fantasmagoium is myself, Steve, my esteemed producer, and Kat, who is far more knowledgeable about film than I am, although sometimes just don't talk to her about The Godfather. So they are not here this week. I know Steve has life stuff. I know Kat is having adventures. And so I am here flying solo, and I will have the microphone for the duration of this show, so you will listen to every damn word I have to say. I do want to use some of those words to say hello to Ash D. Hey, Ash D. I'm here and I am ready. Fantastic. I'm not even remotely prepared. Finity says, hey, Finity. Oh, perfect. Enough time to pop out for a smoke first. I know that's one of the worst parts about not having a co-host is that I can't say, can you talk for a bit? I'm going to go smoke. I'm bored. No, this is all me. I got to do all the lifting. And it is, yeah, cheers, man. Cheers, cheers. Ash D says, so excited. I binged your channel last night so I could get caught up. Well, that reminds me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Yo. And I do appreciate the cheers. Ash D says, it was a pleasure watching. Well, good. I'm glad. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm talking into a void even when I'm with people. But I'm glad that you enjoy the stuff that we put out into the world. Although a lot of the war and action movies I've never seen. But I do love the Hunger Games, bit of a guilty pleasure. Yeah, no, it's so weird. There are only two things that my father loves more than there's only two things my dad loves: World War II and the Hunger Games. I don't know if there's correlation. Scotty, you're late. Yeah, no, I'm a wizard. I show up whenever I want. Finity says, will there be cheesecake? I don't know. You know what? There's probably going to be there's going to be attractive people doing amazing things. I can guarantee that much. And yes, cheesecake is always yum. Lemon Pie says, I know, Lemon Pie, the title of this video is kind of for you. It was Lemon OP, but there's no L's, so it falls apart. But you can't rent here. No, you're not allowed to. Eugene Bird is here. Hey, Eugene, thank you so much. Which reminds me, once again, no, I'm not going to say it. Not this time. Affinity says, no, Catherine. No, Catherine is out doing adventures and things. I think the last time I saw a picture from her travels, she hugged Goofy. So I think there's Disney's involved. Lemon says, I don't smoke, but can I still pop out for a bit? Yeah, no, you can leave whenever you want. I can't, or else it's just going to be these shelves. In fact, if I move my head, that's where all the M and MOPs go. And so, yeah, no, I can't even leave, or else it's gonna look like a homeless person is moving out and stealing all of his father's possessions, which, you know, I haven't decided yet. It's early yet. Affinity says, please tell Catherine her insights were missed. Well, it depends. I don't know. I guess we don't have the Godfather to contend with, so we're okay. If people are saying hello, and I appreciate that everyone is saying hello. So enough of this forced solo monologuing. Let me have a sip, and I'm going to dedicate the first movie that starts with an M to, I don't know, antagonist of the channel, adversary of the channel. He knows him. It's for Finity. And this first film is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I don't know why. It's like I picked your card, any card. I haven't seen this. Who directs this? Guy Ritchie. This was a recommendation from a friend of mine who said, "Have you seen it?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Your dad would love it." And so I gave it to him, and he was like, "Yeah, it was fine." So I haven't really been crossing the gates on that. The Manchurian Candidate. Ooh, this is nice. Is this a sleeve? Oh wow, what is this? Oh yeah, there's an opening flip book thing. I have seen The Manchurian Candidate. This is part of the reason why I can't watch Murder She Wrote, is because I don't like Angela Lansbury in it. And you're not supposed to. She's mean. But oh, this is great. Oh, it's even got like a book and everything. This is, if you've ever considered like never put Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley in the same category. Because I do think that Frank Sinatra could act. I don't think Elvis could. American vocalists. That's the only connection that I really have. Ooh, it's the Statham in The Mechanic, not the what's his name, Charles Bronson mechanic, but it is a mechanic, and it's got Ben Foster, and I've always been upset with Ben Foster. I don't like Ben Foster at all. There was I forget what movie it was, but he was in a movie with Kirsten Dunst, and I had a huge crush on Kirsten Dunst. And I heard that Ben Foster was dating Kirsten Dunst, and I was like, I'm better than Ben Foster. So I never forgave him. The Matador with Pierce Brosnan and Greg Kinnear and Hope Davis. When Hope Davis was lighting up the somewhat indie screens, I know she's been in a bunch of stuff. Always happy to see Hope Davis. Also, this is a nice difference for Pierce Brosnan. He is he's a sad hitman as opposed to a dashing, handsome, super secret agent. But no, he's a sad hitman. And the only problem is that Greg Kinnear's a little insipid, like cloying. I feel like I don't know. There's something about Greg Kinnear in that movie. And I usually like Greg Kinnear. So, let's see. Oh, man. The chat. How many have I done? I'm going to try and do the chat every time I get through 10 movies. So, but this is tougher because I'm on my own. But don't worry. I'm keeping an eye. We have Miami Vice. I didn't know my dad had Miami Vice. It was only $5.99 at, you could rent or buy. And is this full screen or widescreen? Nope, widescreen. I've never seen it. I find Michael Mann to be sometimes very boring, and this has never really appealed, although it's been popping up on YouTube video reviews, like retrospective things, and it's like, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I should. I've always wanted a video store, and one of the best things about going into a video store, you haven't seen every video. That's why you keep going back. So, if anyone wants to get uppity, it's like, you haven't seen Miami Vice? No. I haven't. Shut up. I'm sorry I failed you. I told you, Ash, you did more work than I did. I've never even heard of this movie before, but I just found out that Mark Wahlberg is in it. Lauren Cohen? Oh my. She's from the movie. And John Malkovich in Paycheck, Mile 22. John Malkovich doesn't even get the cover of the box. He's probably in it for like 40 seconds. But Mile 22 with Mark Wahlberg. What? No. Oh, Men in Black 2. Oh, it's full screen. Holy shit. I gotta set this aside. Oh, but it's 2 discs. It's one of these fancy ones, even though this is a terrible film, which I somewhat blame. You know what? This movie is worse because of 9/11. That's a true story. I think the end of that movie was supposed to take place at the top of the World Trade Center. So, but this is full screen. And you know what's worse than 9/11? Full screen. That was a joke. Clutch your pearls. Let's check out the chat. Oh, Chief Judge Finity, which I think is the first time I've ever used your made-up title. It says, a homeless person moving out, a dizzying concept. They're always moving out. On to the next place. Ash D says, I do prefer Goodfellas over Godfather. Both are great movies. I agree with you that both are great movies, and I celebrate Goodfellas more. Yeah. See, this is the thing, is that we're just swimming through movies that I've seen some of them. If you haven't seen all of them, that's cool. This is like one of those tests, and it's like, this isn't a bucket list. This is just like have you seen it? 90% of people will only get 10% of this right. Finity says, Goodfellas is one of the best. I love Casino, too. I just recently rewatched Casino, and that is F&A. Hey, Daniel. It's good to see you. I feel like I've hung out with you a bunch lately, and unfortunately, if I yelled at you, I apologize. It wasn't me. It was the booze. Speaking of which, Ash D says, that's what I love about DVD sets. The extras inside, like the books. Yeah, like the liner notes. Yeah. Lemon Pie says, which one has the cornfield scene? Casino? Yes. A lot of holes in the desert. There it is. Yeah, Affinity got there first. Lemon says, Joe Pesci was indeed pretty funny in the cornfield scene. Oh, man, when you make me pop your fucking eye out. It's crazy. It's insane. It's intense. Oh, man, I hope my voice holds up. It will. I'm a man. Ash D says, we love to talk, or at least I do. I enjoy, if I don't like the sound of my own voice, then I'm in the wrong hobby. Ash D says, I used to work at a movie gallery, and it was one of my favorite free movie rentals, and they actually let us watch movies early before we were able to put them on the shelf, so we could recommend. I worked at a video store too. I did the same thing. I got upset, and I also got in trouble because I would often play R-rated movies before 10, and the boss, because we were open till midnight, and the boss would let us play R-rated movies after 10, but I would throw on like the Terminator at 8, and so people would complain when there was, when Arnold fists that guy. Ash D says, love me some Men in Black. Yeah, I like the first one. I like the third one. Never saw International. Don't like 2. Although Rosario Dawson is adorbs in that movie. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I haven't seen The Godfather Part 3 yet. I saw that like a year and a half ago, and it's not as bad as everybody said. I enjoyed it. It's not as good as the first 2, but it's still okay. But, don't take it to the bank. Ash D says, Robert De Niro is iconic. Absolutely, yes. I loved him as fearless leader in the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. Daniel's Hot Topic says, did you get the Harry Pothead collection? I do have the Harry Pothead collection. That reminds me, everyone should check out Antiderivative Jill's channel. Don't forget to subscribe because she is going through all of the Harry Pothead movies, and I'm with her. I feel like by the end of it, I'm going to be a tenured professor at Hogwarts. Eugene says, Megalopolis tomorrow? Yes. I've heard love it or hate it reviews. You'll hate it or you'll love it, which is always fun. And my expectations are be as good as Southland Tales. That's not a high bar, really. And Ash D says, will you be going through your own DVD collection after you do your dad's? Yeah, I can. That's a thing. Hey, it depends on if people like this rambling. We'll get on to the other rambling later. Well, this is interesting because I've never seen this, never even heard of it. McKenna's Gold with Gregory Peck and Omar Sharif. Heavens. This Telly Savalas is in this? Julie Newmar. Like, this is okay. You guys want to hear what it is about? Gregory Peck and Omar Sharif battle to find a legendary cache of gold in this spectacular Wild West adventure in the Arizona territory of the 1870s. Marshal Sam McKenna is the only living person who knows the tortuous route to the fabulous Cañon del Oro. During his journey, McKenna is captured by Colorado, played by Sharif, a brutal Mexican bandit who has long sought his death. But if McKenna is to lead the cutthroat gang to the lost treasure, Colorado must keep him alive. And so on. That's crazy. That sounds cool. Oh, it's even got liner notes. It's got a booklet. The thing is you can't really look at if you look at the booklet, it's got the chapter stops, and the chapter stops are titled, and they have spoilers. Oh yeah, Daniel's Hot Topic says Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban is being shown, and I am loving it. Yeah, over on Gorilla's Random Thoughts, he's doing a watch party for that movie, and that's the one that's going to be covered tomorrow on Jill's channel. So that is good. I don't like watch parties though. Sometimes I play, sometimes I don't. Oh, Ash says that's my favorite one. I don't know why I love that one so much. Also my favorite book. And that was That was for Daniels. Yeah, I'm keeping the flow. I'm keeping things up and running. Don't worry. Hey, that sucks. Hagrid is gone, and Snape is also gone. The OG Dumbledore is also gone. I haven't watched it yet, so no spoilers. Ash D says, my dad loves old Western movies. He watches the made-for-TV ones all the time. Yeah, no, like I do. Again, these are the kinds of things that you walk into a video store and you're like, I've never even heard of this. Gregory Peck, Omar Sharif, Catwoman. Midway. We're not even close, my friend. We're not even close to Midway. Oh, who's this? Who's this handsome devil? Oh, it's got Robert Mitchum, friend of the channel. Robert Weber. No, sorry. James Coburn is who I was looking at. I'm like, who is that guy? It's James Coburn. But he looked like Jason Robards. Mystic River. I have never sought out the desire to be this depressed, but I have heard that if I do need to be depressed, this is a good movie to help. So, directed by Clint Eastwood. My dad's a big fan of Clint Eastwood. Oh man, this one, and that double click there, Eugene, was for Newmar. Yes. But we have Bruce Willis and Alec Baldwin. This is the one where Alec Baldwin accidentally shoots Bruce Willis. No, I kid. Too soon? I'm sorry. Someone actually died in that incident. I shouldn't be so frivolous. What I'm saying is I found the cure for cancer, and I've lost it. If you haven't seen Medicine Man, you should see it. It will change your entire perspective on The Sopranos. Because before she was a psychiatrist, she was helping Medicine Man, played by Sean Connery, find the cure for cancer in the rainforests. This is probably the closest that my dad ever gets to ecological activism, is that he owns a copy of Medicine Man. Oh, John McTiernan directed this? Holy moly. I'm surprised. That's great. But it's basically just the two of them in the rainforests looking for the cure for cancer. Ooh, look at this handsome devil. It's a 2-disc set. It's the Magnificent Seven. I haven't seen the first 6 to be able to provide any insight on the Magnificent 6 or the Magnificent 5. It's a very old joke. Oh no, you know what the worst part is? I think maybe this was this could have been a thrift store acquisition because it doesn't have the liner note, but it is still 2 discs. And I'm glad that the anti-theft device is in there. Also, Robert Vaughn. We need more Robert Vaughn. I do. Oh, come on. If you've never seen The Maltese Falcon, I highly recommend it. It should be on the top of your list. And this is full screen. No, I'm kidding, because the aspect ratio was full screen when they released The Maltese Falcon. You know, there was a time where movie screens were squares. Just like all of us. All right. World at War double feature. Memphis Belle. I think that these are newsreel propaganda things. Oh, they are. You can check them out at oldies.com. We are not sponsored. All right, let's get into let's get into some Blu-rays. We got some Blu-rays kicking. This is weird because I love Jerry Butler, but I haven't seen Mission Kandahar. The only thing more dangerous than the mission is the escape. That's right. Tells me nothing about it. Bonus features behind the scenes. Who else is in this? Oh, it's far too small. Can you see? Like, look at the size of that writing. I don't have my good glasses on. It's ridiculous. How am I supposed to know who's doing what and where? Can't see that. Your credits on the back of the box should not be terms and services. Hey, look. Oh, I wonder. Guys, if there are Canadians here. Nope. It's not going to work. I don't have the digital code. Oh, but it's cool. It's got like a little booklet. You know, I haven't seen it. No pun intended. I fell out of Mission Impossible. Wait, I forget. I think I stopped after Mission Impossible 3 and I just gave up. I didn't care anymore. It was very frustrating. Ash D says Mystic River is so good. It is depressing, but it's also a good mystery. Huh. And Lemon says, I didn't like Mystic River. I think it's overrated. And Eugene Bird, yawn pen. Oh, is that sarcasm? I don't know Doomcock's showgirl list. Someone asked me that today. It was a telemarketer. Was trying to, anyway, long story short, was like, who's your favorite actor? And I was like, of all time? Oh, it's a little personal. Can you upgrade my long distance? It's nice to see Taylor Swift greater than Disney, Star Wars, and MCU, and Doctor Who. Matt G, good to see you. Ash D says, I can't stand Tom Cruise. I don't know. I just can't with his acting. Just one of those things. No, fair enough. Eugene Bird says, not enough women in war flicks. Well, yeah. I did like, Inglourious Bastards has two pretty kick-ass chicks. It's great. But you're right. In general, not enough. Speaking of Tom Cruise and chicks in flicks, this is The Mummy. This is directed by Alex Kurtzman. Nope, no digital code. I have never seen this, nor do I care to, but I do like Sofia Boutella. And it just occurred to me that Sofia Boutella was in Star Trek Beyond, and she was in another Kurtzman joint. So I wonder if there's something there. Finity says YouTube censors my Sean Penn comment. I didn't. Oh yeah, no, there was something that's held for review. I didn't hold it for review. Nope, that was them. Weird about Sean Penn. Well, and Ash D says there's only one Mummy movie for me, and it has Brendan Fraser in it. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we have The Mummy coming up, like the real ones. But I'm on next Thursday or one of these Thursdays coming up. We're going to be doing the Boris Karloff Mummy, so that'll be fun. I think it's Boris Karloff. Before there was John Hamm, there was George Clooney. And I love this movie so much. It took me so long to get it. This is one of those things that it was like I had a full screen edition of it. And so I had to get rid of that. And then I found another one and I bought it and I wasn't even thinking, didn't even look. And it was full screen. So finally I had to order it special. I love Michael Clayton. I think that George Clooney plays desperation in a fantastic way in that movie. And big fan, big fan. Star Trek movie called Master and Commander, at the far side of the world. It is a Star Trek movie, but it takes place during the Napoleonic Wars. So I think it's Napoleon. And this is great. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fantastic. It's a long movie, but it feels shorter than it is. Hey, look, we found another Magnificent Seven. How many Magnificent Sevens are there going to be? This is the remake. Who's this one? Yeah, Anton Fuqua. And I have heard it's good. In fact, my co-host Catherine has said that she liked this one better than the original, which I find blasphemous. But that's what she said. No, but really, she said she liked this one better. Anyway, that wasn't a Michael Scott joke. But I've never seen it. This is the entire collection. This is the entire collection. And also, because we did the Fs earlier, see, co-hosts can fill in dead air. But yeah. So this is the entire. I got it all. Or my dad has it all. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's going to die someday, and all this shit's coming to me. So whatever. We acknowledge it. He knows. But yes, and this has the Blood and Chrome version of Mad Max Fury Road. Out of all of them, I would say my love for Mad Max goes Road Warrior, Fury Road, Furiosa, the original, and then Thunderdome. But just because I put Thunderdome in last doesn't mean I don't love Thunderdome. It just means that Thunderdome is the one I'm going to leave home alone. And then in the middle of my flight, I'll be like, Kevin. So it's not that I dislike Thunderdome. I have a very soft spot in my heart for Thunderdome. If you haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E., it's fantastic. It is so good. Henry Cavill is fantastic. I'm going to stop saying fantastic. I've said it too many times already. We have to retire it. But this is just it's so good. Alicia Vikander, I know Armie Hammer is in it, but this is better than, that Lone Ranger movie. But The Man from U.N.C.L.E. is really, really good. I have not seen the Meg 2. I didn't feel that there were that many unanswered questions from the original Meg. But, again, you're going to see Jason Statham kicking around this hood a bunch. But I didn't see this one. I saw the original Meg, and that's when I said, shut up, Meg. Told you there'd be more mummies. The ultimate collection. And this is the one, and everyone loves Rachel Weisz. And I love Rachel Weisz as much as the next person who loves Rachel Weisz. However, I think that Maria Bello deserves at least a little bit of credit for stepping into the shoes of Eve. Evie? I thought she was okay. Not my favorite. Obviously, I would prefer. But Maria Bello is by no means a downgrade. If I were on the ball, I would be doing a poll right now, asking everyone if they liked Maria Bello or if they liked Rachel Weisz. So where are we? We are so far away. Eugene Bird. Oh, Wes Cagel's here. Hey, Wes Cagel. In actual war times, men tend to be victims of horrible atrocities. So putting them in war films as fighters isn't terribly realistic. Well, adios, Shoshana? Not adios. Au revoir, Shoshana. And then she burns down a theater with all the Nazis in it. So chicks can do it. Girls get it done. By the way, buy me a She-Hulk. Ash D says, love George Clooney, another iconic actor. I agree, man. Yeah. He was absolutely amazing in ER. See, I didn't catch up to George Clooney until Batman and Robin, really. And it was Dusk Till Dawn that drove it home. Hail, West Kegel, says Eugene Bird. I've been to war. They are overrated. The wars or the women? Chief Judge Finity says someone should do a movie about that World War II Russian female battalion or them Dane snipers. Oh no, but what is it? Stalingrad? Like the movie star? Is it called Stalin? No, not. Oh, Enemy Lines? Something. It's Rachel Weisz again, and she plays a Russian sniper at Stalingrad. I forget what the movie's called. It's got Ray Fiennes and Ed Harris, and yeah, good movie. Not Ray Fiennes, the other Fiennes, the Shakespeare Fiennes. DJ Play Nice says stopping by to say hi and bump the algorithm. Very much appreciate the bump. All y'all be safe, have fun, take care of your crew, and rock. Yes. I was making fun of hurricanes earlier, and people said, there are actual things going on. You shouldn't make fun of hurricanes. And I said, okay, here I am. Rock me. Never mind. Wes Cagle says, I like Russell Crowe. Never watched Master and Commander. Oh, you're in for a treat, sir. It didn't grab my attention enough to watch. Is it any good? I think it is very good. If you like high seas and regimental sort of exploration and warfare, that's why I call it a Star Trek movie, is because it's very much about exploration and warfare. I just bought the Mad Max collection because of Ben's enthusiasm. Well, I'm glad that you share the enthusiasm. That's great, Finity. Take carrots and buenos noches, DJ Play Nice. Ash D says, I just watched the whole collection of Mad Max for the first time a month ago, and I absolutely loved it. The first one was really good. I was on the edge of my seat with those movies. Yeah, there was a digital theater festival, whatever, at Cineplex in Ontario, and I got the opportunity to see The Road Warrior. And oh my God, seeing it in the theater and having it just captivate all of my senses at the same time, it was extraordinary. Finity says, so I had to order Furiosa too. Of course, yesterday I watched Furiosa, and I'm kind of kicking myself because I wanted to watch Fury Road right after and see if they meshed. That's something that I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do. Eugene Bird says, Finity, I like your ideas. Don't encourage him. Don't. I kid. Furiosa says, Ash D says, Furiosa says that Ash D was my favorite so far. I really enjoyed that movie and watched it like 3 times already. Yeah, I've seen it twice. And I saw it in IMAX, and it blew my mind. So yeah. Oh wow. As William Tecumseh Sherman once said, war is hell. Agreed. And Finity says, if we base our chick war movies on true stories, we are covered on the realism tip. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Chicks do murder too, sometimes in organized fashion. Sound like a simp to murdering women. Ash D says the first Meg was bad enough. I thought it was fine. It was fine. Wes Cagle says, shut up, Snoopy, you smoke too much. It's true. He did. And he's gone now. Now I wish I hadn't bought him a cigarette. Ash D says, nice. I just rewatched The Mummy the other night. Such a good movie, and I don't know that, or I don't care, have that nostalgia feels. Oh, it's fantastic. It's great. Oh, I skipped a bunch. Eugene Bird says, I can't understand what the fuck is going on with Mad Max movie. You could do an explainer video on them. Yeah. Dude, we have piles and piles of movies to get through. Daniel's Hot Topic says, never watched Masturbator and Commander either. See, this is a weird thing that's going on in my YouTube experience is everyone else says that I'm dirty, and then they drop masturbators in the chat. And it's like, how am I the dirty one? You guys are the ones saying dirty things. I'm just sitting here jerking off. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I heard the women who fought in World War II were especially aggressive and they left no one alive. Ooh, the gypsy women. I just watched From Russia with Love, and so that's why gypsy women are on my mind. Wes Cagle says, She-Hulk, lean, mean, and green. Yes, she only comes when she's on top. Oh my God. How about more contemporary? Hot chicks go of the Israeli Defense Force go Inglorious. No, it's not too soon. We can do Munich. Anyway, let's get back to the pile. Speaking of war movies with no women, here's one with Bill Murray. The Monuments Men. This is kind of, who directed this? Oh, it was directed by George Clooney. So basically, he made the World War II version of Ocean's 11. He made his version of is this PG or R? I don't know if it's rated. It doesn't, oh, it's PG. It's PG. So basically, The Monuments Men is Inglourious Bastards for George Clooney. Aficionados. Which isn't a bad thing. Another Midway. There was a remake of Midway. Who's in this? Ed Skrein, Patrick Wilson, who I like. Luke Evans, sure. Aaron Eckhart, okay. Nick Jonas, whatevs. Mandy Moore, don't care. Dennis Quaid, okay. Woody Harrelson, thanks, Woody. Thanks, Wood. Oh no. Apparently, there's another Magnificent. It's the Magnificent Seven ride with Lee Van Cleef. And I am a big fan of Lee Van Cleef. So, part of the fun of taking this down is that I get to organize everything. And so I'll put all the Magnificent Seven stuff together. That's interesting. I didn't know that there was another Magnificent Seven. Maybe there was a TV show. It makes sense that there would be a TV show as well. What else did they make the Magnificent Seven into? Oh, no, it's Seven Samurai is what was the original. I got to check that out. Oh, this is too kind, too lovely, too amazing. Thank you, Eugene Bird. Giving an amazing to me. And I think I'm doing it. No one has ever gone through their own stuff quite like I have. And it's not even my stuff. Like literally, if I stole this computer. But now I don't have to steal anything because of your generosity. Thank you. This program is brought to you by viewers like you. Oh, that was too ridiculous. I'm sorry. I made myself chuckle. Wes Cagle says The Monuments Men is a really good story in real life. Yeah. Oh, it is. And the movie's not bad. I enjoy the movie. Nocta Hexen. That's awesome. That name is now going in my book. Like right now. Sweet. Romulan Finds. Yes. You leave Van Cleef. Leave Van Cleef alone. Call me Snake. Hawk. Anyway, the Midway remake is visually stunning, but as far as story and character content, the original 76 version was better. in your opinion? Well, Wes Cagle, yeah, there's something like, again, you go through the cast of the original and then you look at the remake and it's like trying to shoulder with giants, and it's tough. It's real tough. Oh, never heard of this. Merrill's Marauders. Claude Akins. Andrew Duggan. Never heard of any of these people. But obviously it's in, I would say, and this is maybe I'm being self-aggrandizing here. But when birthdays and Father's Days show up for all the people in your life who are over the age of 65, and they like football and porno and books about war, and they've got their feet on their table and a nice hardwood floor. If you're looking for birthday presents or Father's Day presents, just go back through this video and be like, I wonder, maybe my dad would like this. It's a possibility. What do you think, Jill?
What's going on? About what? I just got here.
Well, no, war movies. They're usually good birthday presents for older fathers.
Especially yours. Isn't he a fan of World War II?
Well, that's what we're going through, and we're just finding so many war movies.
Then yes. Well, that makes sense, isn't it? His collection.
Yeah, it is his collection. I'm going through his stuff, and I did tell him I was going to do it, so he's okay with this. Don't feel like we're going through his underwear drawer or anything.
I only felt that way when they were on vacation because I don't know.
Because I was actually going through their underwear drawer.
Well, you had to find all the movies, weren't there a few in there?
A couple, the dirty ones. Caligula. Have you ever seen Caligula?
No, but I know a bit about him. He was crazy. He tried to make his horse a senator.
Well, we should review it on a Friday sometime.
Yes.
No. It's pretty much a porn.
Oh, then no.
Yeah. Have you ever seen The Murder on the Orient Express?
No, have you?
Yeah, I've seen this one. This is the original one. This is Albert Finney as Hercule Poirot. It's also got Sean Connery and Michael York.
I'm a fan of things that occur on a train.
Oh, then you'll love this movie. No, this is really, really good. And see, this is the thing. You should get this is good for grandmothers. You should get this for anybody who is over, like a lady over the age of 65, much like Agatha Christie. This is possibly my father's favorite film. And it is called Mr. Halpern and Mr. Johnson. And it is about these two men, played by Jackie Gleason and Laurence Olivier. And they both had a relationship with the same woman. And they meet on the day of her funeral. And they, yeah, it's a really touching story. This is MacArthur Park. It's very frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. This is about the General MacArthur? Admiral MacArthur? General Douglas MacArthur.
Oh, a real corncob pipe. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I will. Because I love Gregory Peck. Oh, see, this is so, I get worried every time I look at these movies and I'm like, oh, please be wide. Oh, yeah, it is widescreen. Great. Have you ever seen Mars Attacks?
Yes. You found one that I know about. It's incredible. Fun.
I really like it. Second time Pierce Brosnan has shown up tonight.
Maybe it's not all like War of the Worlds, but the way they destroy the aliens, it's...
Is it Slim Whitman is the music?
You're probably right. I don't know.
Okay. If there are no follow-up questions, the answer is yes. John Cena. Like, come on, John Cena was going to show up at some point, and it's called The Marine, based on my dad's penchant for action movies. He was eventually going to get. Oh, is that Robert Patrick? Oh, good for you, sir, getting paid. Have you ever seen The Marine?
No, but you were correct about Mars Attacks being having music performed by Slim Whitman.
Nice.
Also, also other music.
This one's for Ash D. I think this is like one of the first DVDs that I ever bought. Was when I found out that the Men in Black Special Edition. Oh, look at this. Oh, my stars. Classified access. Like, it's still like this. It's got the foam in here back when they actually cared about packaging, or they didn't care about turtles or whatever. And then there's liner notes. It looks like a little booklet. Oh, this is so precious. I love this. I love this. Have you ever seen Men in Black?
Of course. Like, that was one of those movies as a kid that I would rewatch. Anytime it popped up on TV, I'd stop. I'd stop changing channels.
Yeah. And you know how much I don't like Will Smith.
That was the opposite for me. I grew up loving Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
So
but
it was like a
nobody,
childhood thing.
nobody slaps Chris Rock.
No, I agree with you. But the only Will Smith I like is before he did that terrible crime.
Yeah, that's true. And even some of it was not much. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Ash D says, hey, Jill, which is great.
Hey, Ash.
And Infinity says, yeah, the Furiosa Fury Road blend, that's totally the idea. I do have to do that double feature. Yes. And thank you, Ash. True, we'll do that. My dad would probably like a lot of these movies. Just make a list, bring them up casually. Wes Cagle says Merrill's Marauders is a good old war film about the 5,307th composite unit known as Unit Galahad. Huh. You know what? I usually have a notebook with me all the time. Can you send that to me in the private chat? I'm just joking. Greetings and felicitations to Antiderivative Jill.
Hey, and tally ho.
Eugene Bird says Mr. Johnson and his two friends. It's Mrs. Johnson and her two friends. Wes Cagle says that Gregory Peck film is fantastic. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I can only assume. You know what? I haven't run into a... Well, no, have I? Have I run into movies and I was just like, this sucks. I can't believe he owns it. I think I have. Daniel says, I love Mars Attacks. Ack. Hell yeah. Love MIB, says Ash D. Probably my favorite Will Smith movie after I, Robot. Wow. A lot of people go for Independence Day, but I, Robot. I like Alan Tudyk in that movie as Sonny. Eugene Bird says MIB has a ride at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
You really need an Orlando vacay, Scotty Arthur.
That's a cool ride because it's basically a shoot 'em up game. Just
That's
like in the movie, sort of.
Well, that's what we should do is eventually someday is do a Phantasmagoium Antiderivative Jill meetup, and we'll do it at Universal.
Yeah, I really love those rides. The Mummy ride is worth it. Also, there's fire, and even the line for the Mummy ride is good because it's a little creepy.
How's that?
Lines can be fun.
That is not a phrase I was expecting to hear today. Finity says, ever wonder why U.S. Marines wore camouflage in Okinawa, but hardly ever in the European theater? Well, now. Ash D says, yes, I was bummed I wasn't here for that at West. because I love that movie so much and more relevant to our future. Because in Europe, oh, Vinity's going to let us know. Because in Europe, it got them mistaken for Waffen SS, which is kind of the opposite of the desired effect. Well, if I'm going into the jungle, I want to make a statement. Don't you clash? Wes Cagle says, Divinity true. The Waffen SS were the first units in a modern army to wear camouflaged uniforms. Then why were the airplanes green? This is the Memphis Belle. And I love it. It's a great movie. D.B. Sweeney, Harry Connick Jr., Matthew Modine in another iconic military performance. Look at him. He's Matthew Modine. And Billy Zane with a mustache. Have you ever seen Meet the Parents?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I guess I just remember people being confused about males having nipples.
I have nipples.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
milk
not a
me.
problem.
No.
No, you can't.
It's quite typical. But I've seen it. I don't like it because the entire movie could just be people being upfront and honest and all the problems would be solved. But because everyone is such a neurotic weirdo that no one is willing to tell the truth. And it just makes no sense.
That's a typical formula for a sitcom. And I hear that the foreign version is better, but I haven't seen it.
No, neither have I. This is my second favorite Dennis Miller movie. It's Murder at 1600. If the FBI is listening, I'm talking about the Wesley Snipes film, not about any plans. Diane Lane and Dennis Miller. Is this full screen? No, it can't be. I refuse to accept that. Is there an audio commentary on this? I love this movie. It's got Ronnie Cox. It's got Captain Jellicoe in this. Oh my God. Have you ever seen Murder at 1600? It's better than Passenger 57 is what I'm saying.
Oh, it wasn't a foreign film. It was just a earlier film from 92, but I don't know if it was better or not. But no, I'm not even where you are right now. I was looking up something.
You're not even paying attention?
No, but now I am. I've returned.
What would you say you do here, Jill?
Just hang out.
Yeah, that's true. Have you ever seen Murder on the Orient Express?
I feel like you asked me this question already.
This is a remake. This one doesn't have Sean Connery or Albert Finney. This has Kenneth Branagh and Johnny Depp.
Oh,
I think this is our second appearance of Armie Hammer. No, maybe Armie Hammer's in the sequel. Death on the Nile.
which one do you like more?
Oh, I like the original more. Like this one's not bad, but the original, I don't know. I think it has charm. The new one's a little too glossy for my tastes. Midnight in Paris, which is actually very, very good. It's about a man who travels to the past to find out about what the good old days were like. And when he gets to the past, everyone in the past says, we wish we could go back in time to the good old days. And he just keeps going further back in time until he realizes that it's always sucked.
Wow, nihilism, I love it.
Well, it's not. It's whimsical because it takes place in Paris.
Okay.
I have never seen Marauders. I think my dad has a lot of these, like, red box, Bruce Willis, please pay for my aphasia. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Movies. Bruce Willis, Dave Bautista, Adrian Grenier. Was he? Who is that guy? Who's Adrian Grenier? And Christopher Maloney, who you'll know from Law and Order SVU. Man on Fire. The first cinematic pairing of Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. The second being The Equalizer 3. However, this is the superior film. We have Christopher Walken. As Ben would like to say, you will get an ice cream headache, and directed by Tony Scott. Fantastic. Again, like I say things like I don't want to be depressed when I watch a movie, but this is a depressing movie. It's just rad and depressing. Ooh. Oh, this is great. This is great. I love this because Kat hates it. I have a particular set of skills. I can be in a movie about a man who's vaguely Irish and has to go on a revenge journey. I will find them and I will kill them. But
sensing a theme.
Well, it is. That's every fucking Liam Neeson movie. Isn't it? I like Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson a lot. But it is, he makes the same fucking movie. Also, if you're interested, here's the digital code for The Marksman. I know nothing about it except for it has Liam Neeson in it. And he sees targets. And he's very good at hitting them. He's a man of his mark. Some would call him a marksman.
The problem with your codes is that they only work in Canada.
I'm an international audience, yo, okay? Maybe there are people from Canada watching. I don't know. Why is it so bad to give away something for free? And it's like, well, I can't get that free thing. It's like, yeah, I know. You didn't get to see Mr. T when he opened the Toys R Us either. But you don't get mad at Mr. T for existing.
No.
Very angry for some reason. I don't know why. I'm giving away free codes and you're... Oh, doesn't work.
I'm just warning people. If you're, in the US, or I don't know if you can get a VPN and maybe bypass that or not. I haven't tried.
Oh, yeah, see? Eugene Bird says the Canadian Spider-Man hasn't made his weekly drop by here yet. He's preparing to go to Brazil, I think, this evening.
Brazil, nice.
Wes Cagle with spoilers says Man on Fire is a great film. Dakota Fanning was good, so was Walken in Washington. Love the ending. I'm always a sucker for a hero engaging in self-sacrifice. Agreed. I do like that too. Yeah, no, that's fine. Thank you for being here at all, Jill. Big shout out to Jill for joining me. Daniel's Hot Topic says the movie is called Man on Fire, but I never saw a man on fire in that movie. Flagrant false advertising. But Ash D says, oh yeah, Man on Fire, very good. P38. Wait, so what is first? Stukas dive bomber? Oh man, I'm doing this backwards and it's going to screw up everything. All right, let's see. Daniel said, I saw both Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. I don't even think I got around to Meet the Fockers. Wes Cagle says the British painted the bellies of some of their planes sky blue in an effort to camouflage them. The effects were mixed. Yeah, the noise would really do it though, wouldn't it? But those Fockers were Messerschmitts. Cagle says the FW-190, second best fighter plane in WW. Deuce. And Daniel's Hot Topic says, I heard of Murder on the Orient Express. Fantastic. Well, and I like both of them. I celebrate all of the Agatha Christie adaptations. What's the new one? I haven't seen the new one. There's Death in Venice, I think. Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile, Haunting in Venice. She was good with her titles. Finity says apparently Nolan knew it was too early for the yellow nose in Dunkirk, but used it for artistic reasons. Yes. 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 Ash D says, I want to watch that now. It looks good. Never seen it. Oof. I should go in order so I can learn all of this. Eugene Bird, just to be able to correlate. But Ash D, if I introduced you to something, sounds fantastic. Half the bomber crews in the 9th Air Force didn't come back. American POWs I spoke with said they got fed frozen turnips. Everyone was short on food in Germany at the end of the war. They said, yeah, yes, that is what also I heard. And the aftermath of the war is almost as terrifying as the war itself. Although the war itself was very terrifying. And I think that's when I started going backwards. Oh, and the Phantom Organist is here. Hello, Phantom Organist. It's a pleasure to see you. Eugene Bird says, a role reversal stream. Now Jill is the antagonist. No, when she gets back, I'm gonna ask her to talk to you guys for a little bit. I'm gonna put her on the spot so I can go have a smoke. I can't believe I've been going for an hour without smoking. That's why my voice is so hoarse. I need the nicotine, the tar, to coat the vocal cords. The dead man says, Potter the fool who gets mad at Mr. T. As do I, the dead man. Thank you for being here. All right. John Wayne is McHugh. I love the John Wayne cop movies. They are amazing. This isn't as good as Brannigan, but it's still pretty good. Love some John Wayne cop movie. Who else is in this? Oh, Eddie Albert is in this. Diana Muldaur. That's right. Dr. Catherine Pulaski. Anyway, sorry. Who directed this? John Sturges. Huh. No, I've never seen Moonfall. I've heard it was bad. Halle Berry, Patrick Wilson, who I enjoy. But I heard Moonfall was bad, so I didn't pay attention to it. This is one of those things. My dad won't watch a movie unless it's on physical. So I know that Moonfall is like a Netflix exclusive. Is it like a Netflix exclusive? Well, it's a Lionsgate release. So I thought Moonfall was directly to Netflix. If there is a possibility of getting on physical instead of getting Netflix, that's the way my dad's going to go. Oh, look who this. It's the man who never was. He wasn't. The man. He never was. Never seen it. Oh, it's Korean. So this is one of those movies that my dad desperately went out of his way. Oh, and don't worry. It's in the best movie collection. See? I knew we were here with a reason.
Those sound like solid credentials.
Yeah. Well, exactly. It's from Korea, and it is the best movie. The Man Who Knew Too Much. It's really funny that they show Alfred Hitchcock on the front. Like, he's not in the movie. I know he has a cameo, but The Man Who Knew Too Much. Have you ever seen it?
No, but I want to.
It's Alfred Hitchcock, so it's one of those things. Some people say that he's overrated. I think that he does suspense quite well, and I like it better when he was doing, what do you call it? Almost like noir thrillers, as opposed to Psycho is supposed to be a horror movie, and The Birds is kind of a monster movie. But when he was doing like Cold War paranoia stuff, that's when I liked him. Like The Man in the Gray Flannel Suit, or North by Northwest, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Here we go, Ash D. We'll round out the trilogy because there are only 3 Men in Black movies. What is this? This is very strange. I'm sorry for disrupting everything. I don't understand why Men in Black 3 has the birthday cake or these. It looks like an Aerosmith album, but then this one's all plain. And then there's an envelope.
What is in it?
Another copy of Men in Black 3.
That's weird.
Oh, it's the bonus disc? See, it's the bonus disc. Anyway,
I guess you
very
just have
strange.
multiple copies, and that was just a way to keep it all together.
I guess. I'm not 100%. Oh, you must have seen The Martian, Jill. Sorry,
Of course I have. He makes potatoes out of his feces.
He's going to science the shit out of this. Fantastic. I just wish I had seen it in theaters.
I think I did.
So why are you always jumping straight to the clitoris? What about a kiss? What about a kiss? Why are we here, Jill? What's life all about? Is God really real, or is there some doubt? Well, tonight, we're going to find it all out. For tonight is the meaning of life. Oh, is there a digital?
And it's the 30th anniversary?
Yes. Have you ever seen this? This is hilarious. This is great.
Yeah. I've tried to watch a bunch of Monty Python, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Oh, it's not your jam?
I don't know what. I'm not sure. You should try again.
That's too bad. Well, now we can't be.
I'm sure the problem is with me.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. I'm kidding. Humor is up to taste. Hey, I believe this is actually the last movie that Bruce Willis was actually good in. Why are we still puttying the fool? I apologize for puttying the fool. This is the last time Bruce Willis was in a good movie. And it is, I think it's directed by Edward Norton. Yes. But Motherless Brooklyn. It's about a handicapped gangster. But fantastic. Period piece from the 1930s.
Oh, great. And he doesn't let his handicap slow down his crime.
No, I think it helps him. You know, it's like that one episode of Quantum Leap.
Oh, right. Turning a disability into a positive.
Yes.
Negative into a positive. That's great.
Obviously, it was just recently Jim Henson's birthday. This is one of the best movies ever. And I love it. In fact, I think that I would like to watch this movie on my deathbed. Just so I can say that I saw Kermit the Frog riding a bicycle for the last time. Mine! It's not yours. It's mine. So, Armie Hammer, he's a cannibal. Basically, this is the way it usually goes is that my dad will find some sort of bin at a Walmart, and if there's a man with a gun, it's like $10 sold.
He's sold.
Yes. All right, we're almost done the M's, but when we finish the M's, I'm going to go have a cigarette, and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to put you in an awkward position where you're just going to have to riff for a second, if that's okay.
That's fine. Do you want me to read the chat while you're away, or just start things that are meant for you? And
do you have those buttons to push? Can you do that?
Yeah, I think I do. Let me check.
I don't think you do.
Where...
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you do have the powers. Oh, you are.
Never seen Moonfall. Never even heard of it. Me neither.
Really? Apparently, like, eventually, don't you find out that the moon is hollow or something?
That's what some people think.
Yeah, but those people are crazy. So the original Meg, which I did enjoy. Oh, it's got Ruby Rose in it? You know, she was the Batwoman. Oh, this is definitely, Jill, if you haven't seen Everybody, if you
On
haven't
my
seen
list, I
Moon,
have not.
this is fucking great. This is one of those movies that if you don't love Sam Rockwell, you will. It's not a matter of if you love Sam Rockwell. It's a matter of when you find out that you do. So, highly recommended. And it's even got a little stink of spacey, but it doesn't bother me. March or Die. It's got Gene Hackman. It's by Dick Richards. His
I love
name
the
was
art on
Richard
this.
Richards. I've never seen it, never heard of it, don't know what the hell it is. Do you want to hear it?
Nice drawing, though.
Oh, yeah, no, the art is great. The poster's fantastic. I don't want to read the back of it because I can already hear my voice going. No, I will. March or Die is a... Fuck it. Fuck my voice, Joe. March or Die is a classic action-adventure film in the tradition of Beau Geste, which is like a 1930s movie. In 1918, and a war-weary major, played by Gene Hackman, with a ragtag squadron of young legionnaires, is assigned to a remote Moroccan outpost. Their mission is to secure a French government archaeological dig that is looting an ancient tomb of its Arab treasure. The troops' presence is not at all welcome by the Arab chieftain El Krim, played by Ian Holm. Because no
Really?
one says Arab chieftain like Ian Holm. But then again,
What?
Alec Guinness played King El Fazil.
I don't think you have to match the culture that you're acting as long as you do it respectfully and such.
Yeah, but it is kind of like brownface, right? Like just by definition, I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Like Laurence Olivier
Technically,
played,
yes, but you're
yeah,
supposed to pretend.
suspension of disbelief and all that. Who vows to expel the French intruders at any cost. But the French steadfastly refuse to leave. After a series of skirmishes, the film concludes, what? Spoilers on the back of the box? With an epic battle between the two forces. I guess that's not a spoiler.
They
They
don't
don't
say
tell me
how
who
it
wins.
ends.
Well, Gene Hackman's going to win.
Sometimes
Don't
you
you think?
just know.
This is one of my favorite modern westerns, Maverick. It is fantastic. If you like poker and you like westerns and you like Mel Gibson before he was infamous, this is a fantastic film. It's a lot of fun. It's a Sunday afternoon movie. I once went to a bar and there was a couch and a big screen TV. I was wasted. My friends had abandoned me. It was 1 a.m. and I fell asleep on that couch watching Maverick. I felt like I was in my living room. And then the bouncer came up and said, "You have to go." This is Tom Sizemore in a rip-off Meg movie that my dad saw at a gas station and decided to get another giant shark movie. But it's got, oh my God, a giant creature thrill ride in the tradition of Godzilla and Jaws. I guarantee
Looks
that
like
this
an
is a piece of
amazing
shit.
bee
Yeah,
movie.
it's a piece of...
Would be
Speaking of,
valuable though if it's funny.
have you ever heard of this? I'm surprised my dad has.
No.
Is this one of those? Yep. Friedberg and Seltzer. Meet the Spartans. This is a bad movie. This is a
Doesn't
terrible,
look good.
terrible film. No.
Well, it looks like it's trying to be a comedy or a parody or something.
It is supposed to be a comedy or a parody. It's supposed to be. I don't think it succeeds. All right, let's rip it off like a Band-Aid. Like just all of the... Here's 5 Mission Impossibles. Which is your favorite of the first 5 Mission Impossibles?
I don't have one. You'll have to tell me yours.
Probably... Oh, Jill, you know what? It's probably Mission Impossible 3. That's the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman, but the downside is, and the reason that I'm sheepish about it, it's directed by J.J. Abrams.
Oh. Oh, wow. He did something
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I was
Yes.
surprised too. Dead Man Loves the Ghost Protocol. I've never seen The Mule, but I do really like Clint Eastwood. And it's nice to see that he was working with Bradley Cooper a lot too. Never gonna get a bigger Clint Eastwood fan than my dad. Hey, what is this one? Oh, Dead Reckoning. This is Mission Impossible 8 Part 1 or something. Oh no, I dropped a disc. Recovered. Everything's fine. Another Mission Impossible. Everyone's happy about Mission Impossible. Aren't we?
How many are there?
Mission
8?
Impossible? I don't know.
11?
It just goes on, my friend. Some missions started impossible, and that is how it goes. The Man Who Would Be King. Finity. Fuck Zulu. Here's a movie for men. Actually, it's kind of sad. At the end. Spoilers.
Christopher Plummer.
Yes, he plays T.S. Eliot. I think.
I always like a good Star Trek actor.
Oh, me too. Well, and Sean Connery. Don't you like Sean Connery?
Yes. Sure.
This is my 3rd favorite Cuba Gooding Jr. movie. I like
Yeah,
I like
he's a
Ice
great actor.
Dogs, and I like that McGuire boot movie. Lizzie McGuire? Right. This is where he plays a diver. He is a man of honor. And also, Scally McScallerson is there. I really don't like Robert De Niro anymore. He's one of those guys. I try and separate the art from the artist. And he's just a guy who I was just like, oh my God, shut up. Shut up. So, I don't usually go political. But when I do, it's because of Robert De Niro. Although I still want to buy Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't have Rocky and Bullwinkle. I think he's fucking hilarious in that movie. One of the best movie trilogies of all time, especially according to Quentin Tarantino, who says this is the only trilogy that holds up in its entirety. I don't know if I agree with that, but I do celebrate all 3 films.
Is that something you learned from his book?
No, that was that was on Club Random with Bill Maher. He said that. He was talking about movies, and he said that this was the only trilogy that does it. That's what he said.
I cut you off and you were going to talk about something else.
That's fine. Oh, and Eugene Bird says, does it include Pale Rider? You know what? We haven't even got to P yet. We're not even out of the M's. So we're going to figure it out. But the Sergio Leone trilogy, Dollars trilogy, is Fistful of Dollars, Few Dollars More, and Good, Bad, and the Ugly. So, Pale Rider, I think is a different director. Machete.
Lovely.
Have you seen it?
Of course, yeah. No, it's just a lot of fun slash and dash nonsense.
Yes. Although you know what, I kind of like the trailer better, but that's just me.
Trailer. This is basically just the trailer for a movie length. They just
Like I think the senator in the trailer was played by Jeff Fahey, and I wish that Jeff Fahey was in it. So that's what
But
I'll leave it.
it works for me because it doesn't take itself too seriously and it knows the fun in it is just the wanton destruction.
Yes. And I just want to say this in the epic trailer. Machete will return in Machete in Space.
Oh,
It's
shit.
just. Do you want to do an epic trailer voice?
No.
Come on. We'll do at least say Machete in an epic trailer voice.
Machete.
See, that's pretty good. See, it's fun. What is this? Medieval. It's got. Oh, it's Ben Foster. It's Ben Foster again, everybody. Fucking hate Ben Foster. I don't. Ben Foster, if you're watching, and I know you're not, I have nothing against you. It's a childhood rivalry about a woman that I would never meet and is now happily married to another man that you're not married to. So I'm not, I don't know why I'm mad at you, Ben Foster. It's also because X-Men 3 sucked. But Michael Caine. Michael Caine. Michael Caine and Liam Neeson in a Till Schweiger. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, never heard of it. But you know what? I'm pretty sure this does not take place in the future. Medieval.
Steeped in blood.
Is it? Does it say steeped in blood? Empires are built by their soldiers. Swords are kind of stupid. I don't like swords.
Yeah, it's close combat range.
Well, yeah, exactly. You're more likely to get hurt.
So you prefer bows and arrows, or
Yes, yeah, I would be a bowman. What do they call those? A strider? What is it? What is it? What's Legolas?
um, archer?
Yes. Yeah, I would be a very good archer. They make a killer couple. This movie is really adorable. And again, if you haven't seen this movie, then oh wow, it's also got Tim Roth, everyone's favorite Tim. But yeah, if you don't love Sam Rockwell, you will. You will. You just have to see Mr. Right or Moon. Oh my God, Jill! I've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, how many more do you have from the M pile?
No, the M's are done. We just finished the
Oh,
M's.
okay.
Right. So if it's not too much trouble, I was wondering if you could hold the fort and check in
Not
with
at
the
all.
chat.
Not at all. I'll check in with the chat for sure.
Sweet. I will see you shortly.
Okay. Ash D says, I love bad sci fi movies. So I'd probably like Moonfall. I'll have to check it out. Yes, me too. And actually, I watched part of that, but for some reason I got disinterested and I turned it off and I haven't finished it. But it's not bad. I really love bad sci-fi too. So it's fun. It's kind of interesting. There's a mysterious bad thing destroying things. So it's like a monster or something. But I didn't finish it. So I'm not quite sure exactly what it was. Eugene Bird says they eat pie in that movie, not cake. Oh, for Men in Black 3? Okay, so that's clarification on that. And Chief Judge Finity eats pie whenever the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, why would you refuse pie unless it was, not a good one? Dead man. He ran out of catch. Okay, see, this one is out of context for me. That I should have known this. I don't know what this was in reference to. I apologize. And Ashty loves Monty Python. That's my type of humor. I feel like I just need subtitles. I think I just don't understand the accents all the time. Wes Cagle says, as for Hitchcock, I liked The Birds, North by Northwest, and Vertigo. Been so long since I saw them, they'd be like new. Yeah, any one of them that I've seen, I need to see them again also. I feel like they're essential viewing, and I'll have to put them on higher on my list. I have so many things on my list. I have 591 things on my list according to IMDb. Wes Cagle says Meaning of Life was pretty good. Holy Grail and Life of Brian are better. I have seen Life of Brian. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Which way did he go? And who doesn't love the Muppets? Yeah, right. I watched the Muppet Show when I was a kid. I don't really remember a whole lot of anything related to any of them. But fun stuff. Good childhood things. Oh, oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna start that one for Scotty since that's also your deathbed movie. I've never thought of having a deathbed movie. I'll have to have to think about that. What do I want to watch as I lay dying? What a question. I can't answer it right now. If I come up with an answer, I'll let you know. Phantom Organist says Moon is an awesome movie. And Wes Cagle says the moon isn't hollow, the world is hollow. And I have touched the sky. Yeah. Yes, thank you for telling us the longest Star Trek, the original series title episode. And Eugene Bird says Max von Sydow equals Ming the Merciless, Flash Gordon equals Lar Santika, Star Wars. And Dead Man Appreciated, The World is Hollow reference too. Wes Cagle says Clint Eastwood is great. Any Which Way You Can and Gran Torino. Oh yeah, Gran Torino is really great. I did enjoy that. He didn't like those kids on his lawn. Eugene Bird says, does it include Pale Rider?
We'll get there. We'll get to Pale Rider. Don't worry. I'm sure it's in here somewhere, Eugene.
You didn't take long at all. I didn't even get.
I didn't want to leave you hanging too much. I'm so happy you're here to be able to help and support and all that jazz. I'm more entertaining when you're around. Like, what are you doing on the internet, Jill?
What am I doing on the internet? Well, see, if I weren't here, I'd be watching Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban because I'm going
Me
to
too.
be
Yeah.
reviewing that tomorrow.
Yes.
Which it's
I
a
still
lot
have
of
to
fun
watch it.
going through it, making notes.
I'm going to cram tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good. It'll be fun.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
for all
no, it's going to be a
mankind
good
on
time.
Tuesdays. But I'll talk
Yes.
about that later at the end of the show.
No, I know, but I just wanted you to have the opportunity to, celebrate you because you're awesome. Aren't you? You are. All right. The end pile is not that big. So we're good, but I'm not taking a break after the ends. I still have to
Fair.
show you my O face. Are we all caught up in the chat or
Fun. No, we're absolutely not.
Okay, then let's keep going.
Okay.
I don't know where we are though.
Okay, we're at Ash D said that the Muppet movie would also be something she'd like to watch on her deathbed.
Keep believing, keep pretending. We did just what we set out to do with the lovers, the dreamers, and you. Fucking love the Muppet movie. Show me a person who doesn't love the Muppet movie, and I will be very unmuppetly.
All right.
I get angry at people who don't like the Muppets. Irrationally so. In fact, I should probably take a look on the inside and see if it's me who's hurting instead of hurting others.
That's true. Not everybody has to share your opinions in this world.
Shut up, you. You sound like a person who doesn't like the Muppets.
No, they're all right.
Wes
Wes
Cagle
Cagle
says,
made a Star Trek reference earlier. I just wanted you to see it.
I do, because it's one of my favorite Star Trek episodes. For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky. Natira, I think is her name. Fucking love that chick.
And the pleasure is in the
Is
learning of each other.
is in the learning of each other. Yes. Hands like a surgeon. Dead Man says Moon is so good, which is true. You got to see Moon. It's about clones. Is that a spoiler? Might be. Eugene Bird says Max von Sydow equals Ming the Merciless from Flash Gordon or Lars San Tekka in Star Wars. Yes, he's also the old priest in The Exorcist. He's the brewmaster in Strange Brew. Max von Sydow is the voice of Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2. I had the opportunity to meet Max von Sydow briefly, I think. He didn't confirm it. Are you Max von Sydow? I don't know. Am I? It's a terrible Max von Sydow
I
impression.
think that was a confirmation.
You think it was? You think? Okay, so I'm not just whistling Dixie here. The Dead Man says, nice Trek reference. Yes. Oh, Ash D says, love me some good spoof movies. So maybe, Meet the Spartans is your jam. I can't. I'm not going to go all Muppetly on you. Unmuppetly. Ghost Protocol. I haven't seen Ghost Protocol. It is a Mission Impossible movie, but I haven't seen it. Wes Cagle says, Clint Eastwood is great. Any Which Way You Can and Gran Torino. My great fave. Get off my lawn. Also, I haven't seen Any Which Way You Can or Any Which Way But Loose, but I do want to get them because of the orangutan, Clyde, who Ed does an impression of in Shaun of the Dead. And Ash D says, Gran Torino is my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. Did we do it? Is it here? I'm sure we have Gran Torino.
I'm sure
Anyway,
you do too. I seem to remember it.
I think, yeah, because I've made the Get Off My Lawn forever. Men of Honor is a great movie. I like that one a lot. Okay, see, and I've never seen it, but okay. And Pale Rider, so cool. De Niro is absolutely lost his mind, says Wes Cagle. He's starting to believe he is actually the mafia gangster he played in the films. I don't think he's that delusional. I just think there's a certain point where you got to reel it in. And he has not. He has enough. He has fuck you money. So he can say whatever he wants. I don't think he thinks he's Don Corleone. But Wes Cagle says he actually is not, is can't type as usual. Ash D says another iconic actor, Michael Caine. Daniel's Hot Topic says all hail the Klingon Empire. Yeah, for Christopher Plummer, for sure. Herc 130 is here. Just I've been listening, not talking. That's cool, man. I'm glad that you're here. It's nice to
Hi, Herc.
yeah. It's
That
nice
is
to
nice to see.
entertain. I'm glad you noticed, Eugene, my Hellboy Scotty. I am Hellboy Scotty.
Oh, did you use that avatar?
Yes. You didn't even look at the screen. You were just so busy.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Neither am I. Finity says, apropos of nothing, I'm leafing through this H.P. Lovecraft collection, and there's a quote by Walter Koenig. Fancy that. You a fan of that there Lovecraft, Joe?
I haven't really got into Lovecraft, but Walter Koenig, that's cool. I want to see that commentary. What he thinks about it.
Yeah, me too. Because Walter Koenig being, an accomplished writer in his own respect. Well, I just think that Cthulhu is a pussy.
I read a couple of stories and they're really creepy, but I don't know. I don't know enough to agree with you.
We were gonna do something with Cardinal Sin about the.
We were. I know.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
It would have been wonderful.
Daniel
He
says
picked the stories though already. We could read them.
he picked the stories already. Oh, so we can do it anytime we want.
Yeah,
We
but
should.
we won't have him give
But
us the
he will have chosen
context.
the stories and thusly kind of adding the context.
Mm-hmm. True.
It would be nice. It would be nice. Daniel says it's already Friday the 27th. Time flies by so fast. It does. Can't stop it. I prefer to think of time as being a companion who joins us in our journey and makes us treasure now, for it will never come again. Wes Cagle says, I'm going to have to rewatch The Prisoner of Azkaban before you guys do the stream tomorrow. Been a while. Yeah, I've got to watch it for the first time.
Yes. Turn to page 394.
Is that a quote from the movie? Is it a spoiler?
Yeah, it is. No, it's not a spoiler. It's just something Professor Snape says.
Wes Cagle says to Eugene, if we're talking Eastwood Westerns, the outlaw Josie Wales is my favorite. I'm a High Plains drifter guy myself. And wrapping up this round of chat is Finity, who says, that's why I mention it. Gil taught me that Cthulhu is the next big thing. Well, he's big in Japan. And I'm getting fully immersed in the Lovecraftian Cthulhu mythos. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've never read any Cthulhu. I just have a general distaste for squid people, especially if they're like interdimensional. Fucking pussies. Put on
I'm
pants.
okay with them.
I don't like them. So, are you ready for the ends?
Sure. No. Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Well, you can't spell Nazi without N. See that? Look at that. It's a blood strength swastika. It's Knight of the Generals. It's Pietro O'Toole. And it is a movie about the Third Reich. I like.
And how they use paint that is way too wet.
Oh, that's not blood, is what you're saying? Is that the swastika is not bloody enough for your liking?
Oh, I guess blood makes more sense.
Yeah. No, it's paint. It's okay. Don't worry. Oh, man. See, I'm confused because I don't know much about the Night at the Museum movies. Are there 3 of them?
Only seen one.
There's 1 and 2. And then there's 3. I guess this is 3. I don't know.
It's fun time. The first one anyway. I haven't seen the others.
It's very, but it's so. Oh, here you go. Anybody wants to see the Night at the Museum, The Secret Tomb with Rami Malek? It is so strange. I guess it's the Hunger Games and Night at the Museum. My dad's just a fucking huge fan. Oh, and by the way, if anybody thinks that I'm being a horrible, horrible son, giving away all these digital codes that aren't mine and not available in the United States, 90% of these digital codes, my dad will throw away. He sees them as useless pieces of paper. So when I'm giving them to you, I'm trying to pass on the savings. Now, I do have a stack of all the digital codes that I've found throughout this journey, and I've taken some of them. Like, I give it a couple days, and I'm like, do I want to watch? All right. Why not? The Next 3 Days with Rusty Crowe. I've never seen this one. Is this the one with Meg Ryan? No. Elizabeth Banks, Brian Dennehy, and Liam Neeson, who has a particular set of skills. So yeah, The Next 3 Days. You know, the more and more I see Russell Crowe, I do enjoy him. And this is
Like
also this is
Master and Commander.
yes. Well, and I like The Nice Guys, and I like Gladiator. I liked A Beautiful Mind. No,
Oh, A Beautiful Mind is something that has to happen on my channel at some point. A Beautiful Mind and Stand and Deliver and, some other math movie.
some other math movie. All right.
Yeah, I got to do a trilogy of math movies at some point.
Well, I'll help you watch A Beautiful Mind just because Jennifer Connelly. One of if there was ever an opportunity to give an actress a high five, fucking Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, either maybe Good Will Hunting or The Imitation Game. I'm not sure.
Interesting. We should just have a math movie mayhem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're just gonna throw them all together.
Yeah, sure.
Except no, I gotta give special attention to Stand and Deliver, so maybe not. Well, go ahead, continue.
We're not at the S's, and I don't think that my dad has Stand and Deliver. Do you have Stand and Deliver?
Probably not. Yes.
You have it on DVD?
Yes.
Huh. I didn't even know you had a DVD player. So, A Night to Remember. The boat sinks. Next. Have you ever seen Next?
No, but it was perfect for that joke.
I decided something. And this goes back to my Robert De Niro rant. Is I've noticed more and more that people are like, I don't like Mark Hamill because of the way that he talks about certain political things. I think that Marina Sirtis is mean to Texans. I don't like Robert De Niro. Like all this, everybody who makes a bizarre political opinion on the internet, and you yourself, everyone who is listening to this, likes the Naked Gun movies. Everyone likes the Naked Gun movies. And there is an alleged murderer. Do you care about O.J. Simpson's politics? No. He has passed on to the great beyond. But he did kill 2 people. Allegedly. Convicted in a civil court, but not a criminal one. So whenever somebody starts going off about, I don't know, greenhouse gases or whatever, it's like, you like a movie with a murderer, so just calm down. And it applies to everybody. It doesn't even matter what your political slant is.
All ages like these movies.
Everyone loves these movies. No one will ever stop watching the Naked Gun movies. And I'm sorry I'm taking away from the beauty and hilariousness of these movies. But everybody you know loves a movie where we're pretty sure there's a murderer in it.
Well,
Like Kevin Spacey doesn't get away with this shit, but OJ did.
Well, just because there's someone bad in a movie doesn't mean you throw away the art.
Right. Yeah. Same with Counselor Troy. Same with Luke Skywalker. Same with Meet the Fockers. Oh, it's another full screen. Jesus Christ. Seriously.
Oh, how sad. I do like that movie, though. It's fun.
Yeah, I do enjoy it, too. I wish Ben were here. He loves Nicolas Cage. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is cool. A little National Treasure logbook. Little liner notes.
You can follow along with the movie.
Yes. That's what those books were for back in the day. You just sit there and you flip through them. Might as well get this out of the way because it's the sequel. I wonder if this one's full screen too. It would make it better if they were both full screen.
Why would that make it better? Full screen makes
well, at least better. They would both be in the in. No. No, it looks like it's widescreen, which is the only time I've been disappointed. No, but it would be sort of companion pieces. Yeah, this is widescreen, but still, weren't they making a TV show? Wasn't Disney Plus making a TV show on this?
I'm not sure. Well, I don't follow the Disney stuff, as you well know, and then I
Yeah,
get in
no,
trouble
neither do
for
I.
it.
Yeah.
If I did follow Disney stuff, I think I'd be making the rounds way more.
Well, it's
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 not
best
me.
to give it up without taking it up.
Yeah, I already won.
Yeah, me too. You don't have to get frustrated. Me either. This is one of those weird things that I don't know why I have. Like, and this is my dad's, but I have a copy of Night of the Living Dead myself. This is public domain. This shit is free on the internet, and I had
Yeah,
to pay money for it.
archive.org.
Yeah. No, fuck, it's on YouTube for free. Legally. It has never been a situation that you could. That's part of the reason why George A. Romero got all less than he deserved for the zombie genre, is because when they made the title card, they didn't put the copyright in the title card. And that one omission made it so that Night of the Living Dead was never profitable, really. Like, if I wanted to, I could print Night of the Living Dead. What happened? Where did you go? What happened? All right, we'll take that as a nothing happened, everything is fine. Continue. 1917, a movie by Sam Mendes. Is this the one shot? This is the one shot movie, or the attempt at the single shot. I saw this in theaters with my father. It is great. I'm surprised he doesn't have the Blu-ray.
My microphone disconnected, that's all.
All right, I'm going to have to go back and find out what's going on because we have another night at the museum. I think it's a double. Was it a
I
double?
have no idea what happens after the first movie. I saw the first show, I was like, that was fun. I don't need to see anymore.
Right. Nor do I care. This is amazing. Narc. It's a Ray Liotta movie. Oh, it's fucking full screen. I have it on widescreen. I will give the widescreen version to my father. Have you ever seen Notting Hill? Have you ever been a girl standing in a boy's door?
There are a great many romance movies I haven't seen, including this one.
This is back when Hugh Grant was like everybody's foppish, charming feller. And Julia Roberts was playing Julia Roberts. I think she won an Oscar for playing Julia Roberts. That's a joke.
What does foppish mean?
Have you ever seen Hugh Grant?
Okay.
That's foppish.
All right.
I have a particular set of skills, but this time they're non-stop. I'm going to do something with a gun, and everyone is going to be very upset. But I'm going to get revenge and rescue my daughter. I was told that there were
again?
Lucky Charms. Who the fuck is that? Is that Billy Blanks? Looks like a G.I. Joe.
I'm not sure.
And I would read it, but the text on the back is too small. And I'm not.
You have glasses.
No, I know, but not my reading glasses. These are my looking good glasses.
Oh, you're sacrificing sight for style.
Yeah.
That's within character. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, okay. Have you ever seen No Country for Old Men?
I wish you wouldn't ask me if I've seen it, because I haven't seen most things.
No,
Sorry.
I know, but I'm curious. I'm not angry at you if you haven't seen it. I'm just saying.
I haven't. But I only get upset when it's something I know I should have seen.
This is a really good movie. It's one of the best cinematic villains of all time, and Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem. And also, I think that Josh Brolin is fantastic. Sorry about saying fantastic. Fuck that word. I use it too much. And Tommy Lee Jones is great. So that's it. That's the
Yeah,
ends.
yeah. It's one of the 591 items in my watch list.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to put it on the list.
Well, it's been on
If
my
it's
list for a
already on,
while.
if it's already on your list, then it's on your list. All right. I think we're about halfway done.
Hooray!
What? You want it to be over already?
Well, no, I want you to make progress on your journey through your father's cinema.
Yes. You know, notice that I haven't said once, I want to steal this.
No,
Oh,
but
so I am going to go back into the chat in between letters.
yeah.
Finity says, yeah, it's mirror, mirror with tentacles. I'm glad I read that correctly. That could have been an awkward slip up. Wes Cagle says, the
Yeah, it's
Call of
good.
Cthulhu is a great Metallica instrumental. I'm not familiar.
Oh, I love instrumental music. I gotta go listen.
Ash D says, oh, pardon me for just 1 second. Ash D says, I don't like Ben Stiller. I know it's a hot take. I have very few Ben Stiller movies that I enjoy. Although, what was recommended to me recently? Secret Life of Walter Mitty? Remake of a Danny Kaye movie. Someone told me that was good. Eugene Bird says they have Dick Van Dyke. He's like 110 years old now, right? He's 98. I think he's the oldest person to win an Emmy. So, Chief Judge Vinity says Star Trek time travel plus water equals Master and Commander. Oh, Star Trek minus time travel plus water equals Master Commander. Yeah, that's not a bad assessment. Who doesn't love the Naked Gun movies? He's hilarious. Yes, that murderer is hilarious. Allegedly.
Dick Van Dyke is 98 years old.
Yes. True. Wes Cagle says, as for Nazi movies, because I'm an adult, I'll say Nazi. Don't worry. We are monetized, so I can say Nazi and all. Nazi. Suicide, murder, death, kill. As for Holocaust, as for Nazi movies, I enjoyed reading the Albert Speers memoir, Inside the Third Reich. Was excited that there was a movie version, had Ian Holm in it. Unfortunately, it was a terrible film. Oh, what is it? There's a movie called Conspiracy.
This Metallica song is amazing. I'm listening to it.
Or are you listening to it right now instead of hearing me say Nazi murder and
No,
death?
I'm listening to both. I'm putting it low.
Anyway, that is about I think it's Spears. Spios. Eugene Bird says, yes, I fell out of my seat laughing at the Naked Gun in the theater. Me too. Oh, my stars. I have never laughed as hard as I have the first time I saw Naked Gun. In fact, if I could erase my memory of the Naked Gun and watch it again for the first time, that would work. Daniel's Hot Topic says the Naked Gun movies are neat. Yes. And quit calling me Shirley. That's from Airplane, but I'm picking up what you're throwing down, Flyboy. Ash says National Treasure was a fun movie to watch. I think so too. It's a cool caper adventure. It's delicious. Nicolas Cage would have made a great Superman. I wish Tim Burton's Superman Lives was made. I don't think he would have been a good Superman,
No,
and I'm
he did.
glad
He
it was
did great
never
with
made.
Batman. Why don't you think he'd do well with Superman?
Nicolas Cage?
No, Tim Burton.
Oh, I just don't know. I don't think it would have been good.
Okay.
I hate to be a negative Nelly about something that never ever came out, but No,
Oh,
when they
you're
said
the bigger authority on comic booky things.
no, Daniel's more, like he knows more than I do. But
Daniel is
Nicolas
an
Cage's
eternal
Superman.
optimist.
This is true. This is true, and he drops science. So who knows? I am willing to be wrong in this particular regard. Wes Cagle says is 1971, no, 1917, movie about the Battle of Passchendaele. No, there is a movie about Passchendaele. It is called Passchendaele. 1917. I just remember the adventure of it. I don't know the historical relevance of it. So, my father is the historian. He would be able to tell you. I just like attractive people doing amazing things. Ash D says, I love Julia Roberts, one of my favorite actresses. Okay. I'm all right with her. I really liked Erin Brockovich. And I love her in the Oceans 11 and 12. Did I? Oh, and she was great in Charlie Wilson's War. I do like her, but I'm not in love with her. Thank you for making me
Fair.
introspect about my feelings to Julia Roberts. And in terms of that person from G.I. Joe, it looks like Grace Jones. It did look like Grace Jones. Ash D says, that's my favorite Ted scene. Liam and the Lucky Charms. I was told that these were exclusively for children, so I'm not breaking any laws. Now, you should be okay. Oh my God, I sound like Tony when I do a bad Ted impression. Herc 130, it's better to look good than feel good. True story. Affinity says, nobody tells Scotty that Liam Neeson is from Northern Ireland, which is actually part of the UK. You know who would be able to tell you about where Liam Neeson is Liam Neeson. He has a particular set of skills. He knows where he's from, and that's part of the United Kingdom. I will find you. It's kind of a big issue. It is true. But I'm an idiot, and you knew this. Ash D says, I haven't seen it either, Jill, and I now know I need to. Yes, No Country for Old Men is a definite. You got to check it out for sure. Finity says, I don't go around saying Shatner is from Mexico. I guess it's comparable. Cagle says to Ash D, I liked Julia Roberts as well from My Best Friend's Wedding. Your favorite by her. But then she lost her mind to TDS. Yeah, but again,
People have.
I still like Nordberg. O.J. Simpson killed 2 people, and you're fine with him. Reel it in, Cagle. Doesn't matter. I don't like Lord of the Rings. I have Lord of the Rings. What does the DS stand for?
Derangement syndrome.
I have Lord of the Rings derangement syndrome. I don't like people who don't like the Muppet syndrome. Chief Finity says, like, that's what the bombing was about? Yeah, no, the movie Patriot Games. I've seen it. It's Irish. It's okay. It's Irish. It's Irish Town. Ash D says, they all lose their mind eventually. True. Eugene Bird says, translation, get it done before Spidey starts. Oh, shit. When's Spidey starting? Maybe we
It
should
starts
stop.
like at midnight. Oh, so we've got 30 minutes.
Yeah. So let's get through the O's, and then I'm gonna push off the P's, because the P's are that's a big fucking pile. So
Okay, fair enough.
we'll do the O's, and
You'll
then
have to
we'll
change
make way for
the
Spidey.
title.
No, I don't.
Okay.
What kind of business do you think we run here? Competent?
One in which where you click on the thing and it's what you expect.
No, I know, but the title of the thing is LMNOP anyway. We did L last time. So there's no L.
So it's just MNO.
It's just M and O.
Okay.
And you know when you find out that it's only M and O?
Right now.
Right now. Sorry. We're in a rush. Daniel says, Daniel Radcliffe will not be involved in the Harry Potter TV series unless J.K. Rowling won't return.
Well, don't they have to recast everybody anyway? What do we need him for?
Force
Like, I
Ghost.
love Daniel Radcliffe, but if he's going to, if he's going to betray J.K. Rowling, the person who made his entire childhood happen, like the way it did, like he grew up with those movies, and he's just rejecting her just because of a political opinion. If I rejected everybody because of their political opinions, then I wouldn't be watching any movies at all.
Yeah, I've got J.K. Rowling. What does the D stand for? Syndrome.
Derangement.
Yes. I've got Harry Potter derangement syndrome. Wendigo Livorium. Yes, this is the woman that I am looking forward to hearing about her voting. West Kegel says, Jill, if you like the Call of the Cthulhu's,
It did. It just finished right now.
then you
Great
should
song.
listen to the Metallica instrumental Orion. It's their best instrumental. It's off of the Master of Puppets album.
Great. I was enjoying having music in the background of my ears. I'll listen to it next.
Oh, good. Love Her and Stepmom. Oh, yeah. Julia Roberts and... Damn it, Janet. Susan Sarandon. Wes Kegel says 1917 might have been about the Battle of the Jurgen Forest. Never saw it, so I'm just guessing. It's a courier mission. It's an escort mission. It's a great movie. I liked it. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I am Lord of the Onion Rings. One ring to rule them all. And Eugene Bird says Spidey is always late. And that brings us to the end of the chat. So let's do the O's. Let's see how far we get. I kind of want to do the letters in blocks. And we've been going for 2 hours. So why don't we do the O's? And then we can take a pee later. Okay?
Well, how you do that is up to you. Yes.
Yes. I'm very excited because when I see special edition, I'm like, this is definitely full screen or widescreen. But On the Waterfront, have you ever seen? I've never seen On the Waterfront. It's one of the defining movies of Marlon Brando and Rod Steiger. This is one of those classics of the 20th century, of the 1950s, where everyone, like if you purport to be a fan of film and acting, you're supposed to see this movie.
Really?
I have not.
I guess.
Is it John Sturges again? No, it's Elia Kazan. How many of the Oceans movies have you seen?
1.5.
Okay.
I'm not sure which. It's just people trying to steal stuff.
You don't like good-looking people? Good-looking men doing manly
I
things?
do.
Except for this one. No, not this one. This one's kind of boring because it's just people getting drunk in front of you. It's kind of like watching a Fantasmagoium stream. But these three, these are great. The soundtracks are fantastic. David Holmes?
It's just
John
whenever I
Holmes.
think I want to watch that movie, I just put on the Deep Space Nine episode where they save Victor Fontaine's.
I've
Hollow
never
Space
heard Vic
program.
Fontaine be referred to as Victor before. Victor Fontaine. Sounds like he should own a castle. Scott Eastwood? There's a Scott Eastwood? The Outpost with Scott Eastwood. He's got the same name as me. That makes him less cool. I don't know why that other people named Scott. It makes me go like, oh, I'm glad you're named after me. But sorry about your luck. And then also Orlando Bloom is in there. We got a Legolas.
Nice.
Have you ever seen it? They're wearing camouflage.
No,
I don't know if you can
I
see
have
these
not.
guys.
I can see them.
Well, it's not very good camouflage. Oh.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Out of time. We are not yet out of... Well, actually, we are out of time. We're trying to catch up with Spidey. Who directed this one?
We're going to make
Carl
it.
Franklin. This looks like...
Depends.
Oh, Dean Cain is in this. I haven't seen this. This looks very generic action movie-ish. How is Out of Time? Is it a time travel movie? It's stylish. It's clever. It's sexy and exciting.
Well, we don't have time
We're
to
out of
argue
time.
about the time.
We don't have the time. It's the one that got away. I have no idea what the hell this is. Who's in this? Nobody.
All right, Wes Kegel, this is great. This Orion song. I haven't heard any of this music.
No. My dad's not going to have Office Space. I have Office Space, but my dad does not.
I have Office Space too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know anything about that movie, so I'm not going to cover it any further. Oh, one of our aircraft is missing. This is a classic war movie. Unfortunately, this looks like it was... Oh, it's also from oldies.com.
Do you think that this movie inspired Star Trek the animated series to create an episode named One of Our Planets is Missing?
Certainly, yes. 100%. Yes. It's part of the reason why I like that episode. Do you think that we Hollanders who threw the sea out of our country will let the Germans have it? Better the sea. Yeah, no, this is a great movie. I've seen it. You should check it out. It's got Peter Houston. It's a World War II movie. There's an aircraft. It's missing. On the Beach. This is a great movie, and it is about the end of the world, but it is about the end of the world after the world ends, and everyone is just waiting for death. This is a fantastic movie. It is very depressing. And everyone is very lackadaisical, and they accept their fate. They're just like, yep, nuclear war happened. Where do we go? Australia? Well, that's the place with the least radiation. And then they find out. And it's like, oh no, but there's a lot of radiation that's kind of coming our way. And everyone dies. It's a beach movie. On to happier notes. This is the movie where the lady, Sharon Tate, does not get murdered. And she lives happily ever after. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is, depending on the day of the week, my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. My other favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is Jackie Brown, depending on the day of the week. But these two are in neck and neck. Love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, see it now. Set aside the next 3 hours of your life so that you can just feel happy. Because it's gorgeous. It's lovely and it's gorgeous. Speaking of lovely and gorgeous, here's Tom Cruise again. That was a terrible segue. Oblivion. I've never seen it. Any good? I know it's a futuristic sci-fi thing, and I know that Morgan Freeman says fuck. That's the only really thing I know. This is a fun story. Operation Mincemeat. It is a true to life crime war film where it was misinformation and disinformation being fed to the enemy so that they thought that D-Day was going to happen at a different place. And it required a dead body and Ian Fleming. And this shit is dope. This movie is worth your time. In fact, the story of Operation Mincemeat is worth your time. Once Upon a Time in the West. Once Upon a Time in the West. Wicked, wicked, wild, wild west. No, I'm kidding. This is fantastic. I love it. Sorry about the fantastic. Jason Robards is in this. I love Jason Robards. The more I see of him, the happier I get. Once a Time in America in the pile. No, I don't have Once a Time in America, Wes Cagle. I should get it. I do like it. I enjoy James Woods. So, yeah. But in terms of Sergio, that's 4 Sergio Leone movies, which, I defy. If you can find a decent film collection without a Sergio Leone, is it Leone or Leone? I feel like I'm saying Porsche and Porsche. Olympus Has Fallen. Apparently there's another one. Paris Has Fallen is coming out. But again, it's Jerry Butler. He's fucking rad. I feel, what did Morgan Freeman die in the last Fallen movie? Olympus Has Fallen. London Has Fallen. Then Paris Has Fallen. How many places are going to fall? I don't know. This is a very distinctive Canadian film starring Joshua Jackson called 1 Week. One of the amazing things about 1 Week, it's about a man who discovers that he might have cancer. So he buys a motorcycle and drives across Canada on the motorcycle. But the reason that it is somewhat special is because it's got Gord Downie. There we go. Lead singer of the Tragically Hip, who sadly passed away. He died of cancer. But the Tragically Hip being one of the iconic Canadian bands, this movie is a nice sort of memento to his artistic endeavors. And it's a specifically Canadian film of its time. If you know what Roll Up the Rim is, that's a plot point. This is the best movie about World War I ever. It is satirical, episodic, and tragic. It treats things brutally, but also with a sardonicism of, isn't this all just fucked up? How the powerful people can make the poor people die. And it even gets to a point where everything is absolutely lost. No one knows what they're going to do next. And then the Americans show up in World War I. And it's like, oh, we're going to treat them like the saviors now. And they do. And everyone who's been involved in World War I until the Americans show up is like, Jesus, what a ripoff. I got to fucking salute Captain America over here while my family's been dying for 3 years. So this is, if you haven't seen What a Lovely War, I think that is my favorite World War I movie. It is my favorite movie about something that I do not like very much. Speaking of things that I don't like very much, here's Steven Seagal. It's got Michael Caine with his best haircut. This is his best haircut. He plays an oil magnate and his hair is jet black. I love Michael Caine in this movie. I don't care for Steven Seagal in this movie, but I do like Michael Caine in this movie. Who is the young lady? I don't know. Joan Chen. Oh, and John C. McGinley is in this? It's directed by fucking Steven Seagal. I have never seen a movie directed by Steven Seagal. I know I started off by making fun of this, and I know there have been better movies that I should set aside, but I am watching Fire Down Below. John C. McGinley, directed by Steven Seagal. You have got my attention. Bring me Thanos. Hey, let's make it gay and put a girl in it. That's not true. That's just funny. That's just a meme. I love Sandra Bullock. I think she is smoking hot, and I love Helena Bonham Carter. I also think that she's smoking hot. None of these women would buy me a coffee, but I would buy all of them at least a coffee.
Well, actually, with
Me?
all of those women, I'd be surprised if none of them were gay.
You don't. But do you think any of these chicks would be into me?
And you, I don't know their personalities. I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, but you know my personality.
Yes, I do.
Do you think
Yeah,
I'm
at least
appealing
one
to
of
women,
them.
Jill?
Yes.
Thank you.
You make people laugh, and that's one of the things we like.
Worked for Jessica Rabbit. So, have you ever seen Outland with Sean Connery?
No.
It's on a moon. It takes place on a moon on Jupiter. It's
I bet
basically
it's on my
12 o'clock
list.
high. It's got James B. Sicking, who played Captain Styles, captain of the Excelsior from Star Trek 3. And Peter Boyle is in it. It's also got, what's her name? I forget. Frances O'Connor, I think. No, not
It
Frances
wasn't
O'Connor.
on my list. New thing.
Kika Markham? Anyway, she was Cliff Clavin's mom on Cheers. Sorry, I was just looking at the private chat. You'll be right back? Okay, good.
I'm already back.
Oh, wow. That was quick. I do not know what this is. It is called Operation Daybreak. It has Timothy Bottoms.
It was a hit and run operation with no place to run.
See? That's all I know about this movie. And you know about as much of it as I do now. Oh, fucking A. This is a weird case, but The Outlaw Josie Wales. Directed by Clint Eastwood again. Big Eastwood family over here. Big Eastwood family. There was a poster not long ago. My dad had the Outlaw Josie Wales poster. This is fantastic. This is again one of those iconic westerns, but also it's from a more modern age. Is this like 80 or 1970? Late 70? Oh. It is one of the later westerns that I think deserves attention today. Do you like westerns at all, Jill?
Sure.
Do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite western?
No is fine. You can say no.
Well, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, probably.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, it's fucking rad. Good movie. This I oh heavens, that's not good news. There we go. I hate it when you pick up a disc or a case and you can feel the disc shaking around inside. This is called The Odd Angry Shot. I know my dad likes this movie. I don't know who's in it. I don't know what it's about. Apparently, oh, it's got Brian Brown. And Brian Brown. It must be an Australian film.
Well, like you said, it's got a guy who has a gun and he's shooting things.
Exactly.
No,
but this isn't a Walmart pickup. This is actually a movie that my dad, what is it? Tom Jeffries classic. It is Australian war film. So it is something that my dad went out of his way to acquire. But yeah. If there's a gun on the box. Totally. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, I didn't know he had that. Out of Sight. Before there was John Hamm, there was George Clooney and Jennifer Lopez before Geely. And this one still has the liner notes. The golden age. MGM DVD is the golden age of DVD. feature commentary with Steven Soderbergh and Scott Frank. Like, and
It's got a documentary.
Yeah, it does. But it's a documentary that would have been like on E back in the day. It would have been a featurette that they show in the middle of the afternoon for wine moms because it's got George Clooney. But this is a companion piece to Jackie Brown because both of them have Ray Nicolette. Michael Keaton is in both. It is the Elmore Leonard cinematic universe. I don't know if Ash D is still here, but Ash D, if you have not yet seen Oliver, you have to see Oliver. It is a fantastic musical. It is everything you would expect for Oliver Twist with music. And just to terrify the children, a man beats a prostitute to death with a cane. That is not a lie. Saw that when I was about 6 years old. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Oh, she's dead. He killed her? Yes, he's the bad guy.
With the cane.
Yeah. Yeah. It was intense. But yeah, it's a musical where a prostitute gets beaten to death with a cane. Outbreak. Morgan Freeman. Hey, look, it's a monkey. Rene Russo is fantastic. Dustin Hoffman is good. And this is also probably in my top 5 Kevin Spacey movies, if we're allowed to have Kevin Spacey movies. Oh, and when I said that Men of Honor was my 3rd favorite Cuba Gooding Jr. movie, I forgot about this one. So I don't know where it stands anymore. But this is a great movie. A lot of helicopters. Never heard of this one. This is called Operation Seawolf, but that looks like Dolph Lundgren. Is that Dolph Lundgren? It is Dolph Lundgren. Why? What is going on here? Dolph Lundgren and Frank Grillo giving a look like he just asked someone, can you make it without onions? Is how that looks. This is one of the worst cases I have ever seen. Except for this guy looks like he knows what he's doing. This guy is looking at Dolph is looking at Frank, and he's like, "Is that really? That's the face you're gonna make?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just don't like onions." Anyway, Operation Seawolf. Don't care. It's got a submarine on it. It was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. This is an incredible film. Do you like zombies and vampires, Jill?
Yes. But together?
Well, they are zombie vampires, yes. Did you ever see the movie I Am Legend?
Combination. Yes.
This is the previous adaptation of I Am Legend. And instead of Will Smith, it's Charlton Heston.
The man alive is not alone.
Yes. He's surrounded by zombie vampires. What price? In a plague-ridden tomorrow. See? Plagues. It probably takes place in the far-off future of 2024. And the Odessa File, which apparently is about Nazis. I guess. Like, look, there's Nazis. I've never seen it. I'm not familiar with it. I know my dad likes it, and I know that he's always been a fan of it because he even had the VHS, and then he sought out the DVD. So that's... And the last one, it's a double feature.
Okay.
I'm going to cover up one of the movies from the double feature because it starts with a G, but then I'll reveal it after. But the first movie is Off Limits. Going too far is what they do best. And who is in it? I wish Ben were here. Gregory Hines and Willem Dafoe. They play cops in Vietnam, in Saigon during the Vietnam War. It's got Fred Ward. It is so fucking badass. This movie, if you like cop movies, if you like Vietnam movies, this is the shit. This is such a fucking rad flick. I highly recommend it. I will be posting a trailer somewhere just so you get a sense of it.
Oh.
It is so good. The other movie, and this one's for you, Jill, is called Gordon's War, and it stars Captain Terrell from Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. He also played the Temerian from Darmak and Jalad at Tanagra.
Oh, really? Amazing. I love that episode so much. That's one of my top TNG episodes.
So, this is like the Black Ocean's 11 of the 1970s, is that Captain Terrell goes back to like Harlem, and there are drug lords everywhere, and then he gets into like some crimes, like he's the victim of crimes and he sees people being the victim of crimes, so he recruits his old sort of platoon from Vietnam, all the black guys, and then they go to fucking
fighting
war with all the criminals, but they become criminals because they're vigilantes and whatever. But it is bitchin'. It is so rad. So this,
that's awesome.
Yeah, highly
That
recommend
sounds
it.
better than Ocean 11, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it's a blaxploitation Vietnam movie about cleaning up the streets. It's almost like Death Wish. It's great, but there's a team of them. It's so super. So yeah, what do we got? Yeah, no, it's 2 minutes to midnight Central Time.
Yeah,
It's
he
1
doesn't
o'clock.
start for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've been going. Yeah, but I'm not going to start a whole nother letter if I can't finish it. And oh man,
Makes sense.
the peas. I got like 30 peas.
I'm gonna put Spidey's link in the chat.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, yeah. While you're doing that, is there anything else you wanted to put in the chat? We should probably refer to the chat. Can I have a cigarette and then we'll refer to the chat and then I'll come back?
Sure. I'll get us started.
Thank you. You're the best.
I am. This is true. I am the best. Spidey's always late. Yeah, so technically we only have 10 minutes. 11 minutes or whatever. Oh, West Kego's got to run. Great stream. Well, yeah, and there's the link if anybody wants to run now before we end it to go hang out and wait for Spidey. But like Eugene Bird says, Spidey's always late, and we will tell you here if Spidey starts. When Spidey goes live, because I have it open here, and I will hear it if he goes live. But here is Spidey's Brazil travel show. Here's the link. Not Brazil, Belize. Scotty said Brazil, but he was wrong. It's Belize. Oh, you're going to Belize, West Cagle. That's awesome. Enjoy your trip to Belize. I'd like to go there myself someday, like for real. Spidey goes to the coolest places, but places that I think the kids wouldn't think is as much fun. So these are things I'll probably go to later. Yeah, enjoy your time with Spidey. And check out Canadian Spider-Man's live stream coming up. I hope the O's include Outland. Well, we'll find out next time when he does his special for OPE. Oh, no, wait. Not OPE. OPQR, OPQRS. I don't know how many letters he's going to do next time. Maybe he'll do the whole rest of the alphabet because he keeps saying that he wants to do the whole rest of them. And yeah, but Scotty, Dino is always great in the movie. Never heard of Scott Eastwood before. Scotty's father is. Oh, Ash says he just did O and Outland was there. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm spacing out because I did get up a couple of times and I might have missed it. Scotty's father is not going to have office space. That's true, but we do. It's great. My kids broke my stapler, and I know how it feels. I have to buy a new one. And I'll have to star this one. This is the question for Scotty. Scotty, do you have any Gohira movies or God here Jira movies? Sorry. He'll know what that means. Mine is Death Proof. Death Proof. Death Proof. Is that Quentin Tarantino? Death Proof. That sounds the killer car movie. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I like the other movie that's on that double feature, which is Planet Terror. I like Planet Terror more. Because how can you get cooler than a machine gun on your leg for a leg? Is Once Upon a Time in America in Pile? Oh yeah, he already answered that. No, it isn't. See, he didn't have the star exactly where it should have been. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. God, how many Once Upon a Time movies are there? As a 90s teen, I love Dawson Creek and love Joshua Jackson. All right.
What did I
you
miss?
say Portia Lynn?
I said
Isn't she
Portia.
Okay.
A racy film. We can say
Okay,
porno.
this was the question by Daniel's Hot Topics. Do you have any of these movies?
Gojira movies. You know what? I don't have any of the classic Toho Godzillas. I don't have Gojira. I do have Shin Godzilla and Shin Ultraman, and Godzilla minus one is when it's released on Blu-ray. I know people get all fucking uppity about 4K. It's like, oh, why don't you have the 4K? I posted the Furiosa in a physical media group that I have, and Robert Meyer Burnett, friend of the channel, said, "Why do you have the Blu-ray?" And it's like, because I'm not upgrading. I'm not getting like have you seen all these DVDs? Why am I going to replace like as much as I want Lawrence of Arabia in 4K? It's like I'm not going to swap everything out. I already did that with DVD to Blu-ray. How many times do I have to buy The Matrix? Is what I'm asking.
One of these
I have
days
the
it'll be
Matrix.
all you can buy, and then that'll be when you have to.
Yeah. Oh, really? You think no?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe.
But like vinyl is making a comeback. You can still get CDs and whatever. So like your physical media of choice is your physical media of choice. But no, I'm not a 4K guy. Anyway, Gojira. Yeah.
Whenever -1 comes out, I'm buying 2 copies.
Who are you gonna buy the second one for?
For my mother. Christmas
Oh, is
present.
he a fan?
My mom? I think she would love this movie. I could just tell.
She's a big fan. She's a
Because it's got
Japanese
family stuff in it.
aficionado.
No, not at all, but it's got family stuff in it. It's got heart, and I think she'll love it.
Well, and also, I recommended it, and the reason it's coming, and it's coming to my dad's collection, is I showed him a trailer to it, and he was like, "Japanese World War II? Yes." And so that's where the pre-order came from. But yeah,
Scotty knows 3,000 actors and directors. This is true. Hasn't seen Harry Potter. Facebook.
but I'm fixing that. I'm fixing that.
He's working on it actively.
Yeah. Oh,
He
Wes
agrees
Cagel's
with
got
you.
to run. Sorry, Wes Cagel's got to go. Have a good stream. Thanks.
Yeah,
We're done.
I said goodbye to him already. But
Okay.
I'm sure he appreciates one from you too. And because he's got to go set up with Spidey. He's going to be on the panel.
Oh,
Apparently.
delightful.
That's pretty
Brazil.
Cool. Not Brazil, Belize.
Belize. I've never been to Belize.
It's in
Speaking
Central
of Ocean's
America.
11. Is it? Right.
But Ashley has got to see. She agrees. She's got to see the Oliver
Oh,
movie.
Oliver. Yeah. Oh no, but see the thing is Oliver, it's a good movie, but it doesn't shy away from the ferocity of being a homeless beggar group. Much in the same way that the book doesn't. It's weird, it's true. I love Oliver. I think it won Best Picture. It shouldn't have, but I think it did. Ash D says, "Hope you all have a great night. See you tomorrow for Harry Potter." Fantastic. Yes,
Except
I'm
it's
looking
not
forward.
at night. It's at 11 a.m. on my channel. If that's hopefully it's not too early for you. But if it is, please catch it on the replay on my channel.
Well, it's going to be too early for
Anti-derivative
me.
chill. But you
I'm
have
gonna
to
have
be
to.
there.
I'm gonna have to wake up and watch Prisoner of Azkaban because I'm not doing it tonight.
Well, the thing, what you have to do is you have to get this thing. It's called a time turner, and you've got to turn it back however many hours you need to watch the movie.
Oh, don't tell Finity there's time travel in a Harry Potter movie.
He knows already. He
Yeah.
actually likes the time travel in this one.
Oh, really? Well, I can't wait to see. Wes Cagle said Dolph Lundgren was great in Showdown in Little Tokyo. Yeah, Brandon Lee. Yes, I remember seeing that on VHS. I don't have a copy of it. Dude, should I get a copy of Showdown in Little Tokyo? I don't know.
It
It is
sounds
good.
cool.
It is cool. Omega Man is great. It's the second of the 3 I Am Legends movies. The first being Vincent Price. The Last Man on Earth. Yes. Oh, and Jill, thank you so much for putting Spidey's link in the chat. Spidey and Kegels. Because that's got to set up with to be on with Spidey. I'm wrapping up as soon as I can, man. Trying to get it so that people go over to Spidey. We should do a raid. I never do raids, but why not? He just did LOL, and Outland was there. Yes.
But
Where else would Outland be but in the O's?
yeah.
Ash D says, "Yep, my favorite Quentin film. It's so fucking lovely." Jill, you've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, haven't you?
Yes, I have, but her favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is Death Proof.
Oh, I like Death Proof a lot too. And when you watch Death Proof, it is kind of like if you gender swap Reservoir Dogs, that's Death Proof. And I'm fine with it.
Cars.
With cars and murder. Actually, that comparison is not very apt. But it is an all-female. Speaking of women going to war, they go to war with Stuntman Mike.
That would make it more fun though if one of them was just dying the entire movie. Like that guy who gets
Yeah.
a stomach bullet.
Well, but like Zoe Bell on the hood of that Charger is epic. And the fact that they actually filmed it, that is one of people complain about CGI and practical effects being superior. Death Proof is severely underrated. And I know I think it's Quentin Tarantino's least favorite film of his, but I disagree. I don't know what my least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is. I don't think I have one. But Ash D says, oh, and thank you for the popper. Ash D says, I'll be working, but I'll be there. Listening and lurking. Eugene Bird says, it'll be crowded. It was last week, but it worked out. And you know what? My favorite part was, thank heavens, we had Dalek 451. He was the only true fan.
Yeah, it was overexcited, which is why I decided I cannot do 2 movies per stream. We have to do one per show. And that's
Yes.
what's going to happen. It's going to be a lot more relaxed this time.
Well, and I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to rip off the Prisoner of Azkaban, not the Prisoner of Azkaban, the Deathly Hollows 1 and 2. I really wanted to do that as one show, but
Do you want to? We could still do that.
No, you're the doc. We'll do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
happy
think
with
about
that.
it.
I love doing
I
what
have
you
some
want.
time.
Yeah. Infinity says the time travel in that Harry Potter movie is perfect closed loop, just like 12 Monkey. Jill knows. Huh. Your reverence inspires me to be curious. As for how they time travel, it's a movie, not a documentary. Let's just relax. Exactly. How do they do it? The answer is magic.
Magic. Yeah, they got a little time churner. Then you just turn it 1 hour per turn.
See, I reflexively make fun of it, but watching the first two movies did warm my heart. It elicited emotions, and I'm happy to be friends with these people. I think it's great. I think the first two Harry Potters are great. I've seen The Prisoner of Azkaban. Last time I saw it was in the drive-in when it came out. But I am looking forward to revisiting it. How long is it? It's like 2 hours and 15?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
That's not
And
bad.
it's got a lot to do with Harry and his past and dealing with the people who
Where the
kind of come
father
back.
was.
Yeah, where the father was and his
Well,
friends.
that's super faboo. And Eugene Bird with the loves, the thumbs ups, and the trophies, which brings us to that part of the evening. I'm gonna play something. I think I'm gonna play something. Yes, this is specifically for Eugene Bird, and I feel comfortable playing it because Jill is here. Jill, can I play this?
Play what? Play theorizing that one could travel within his own lifetime. Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the quantum leap accelerator and vanished. He woke to find himself trapped in the past, facing mirror images that were not his own, driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. His only guide on this journey is Al, an observer from his own time, who appears in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear. And so Dr. Beckett finds himself leaping from life to life, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
Anyway, thank you, Eugene Bird, for being here. Thank you so much for your support. I did also want to say thank you to Affinity for being here. You're still blocked, but you're welcome here. Ash D, you rule. You are amazing. And if I ever develop an Ocean's 11 sort of situation, you can be on the team. Wes Cagle, everyone should go and hang out and check out with Canadian Spider-Man because they're going to Belize. Thank you for being here, Wes Cagle, Daniel's Hot Topics. Thank you. Pleasure to see you. I'm so happy that you got to hang out and play and that you listened to my fucking cheese grater of a voice. Shut up, Snoopy. You smoke too much. Herc130, thank you so much. I hope that the working and lurking is working for you. Phantom Organist, my favorite organist, really. I hope you're doing well, sir. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Don't forget to swing by tomorrow if you're a fan of Harry Potter. Check out Jill's channel. Herc130, Ash D. I know that I'm just trying to say hello and goodbye to everyone who has been here. And so the scrolling, it happens. The dead man. The dead man meant pity. Well, it's a town called Malice, my friend. So, but yeah, I think that's what's I think that's everybody. Affinity, yeah, no, Daniel, yeah, Ash, totally Eugene.
More of the alphabet.
We are going to do more of the alphabet. We'll do What is it? Elle and Pee. PQR?
PQ, PQRS.
Well, no, but S and T. R, S, and T are, that's such a huge.
So
Like, we're going to go through all the Star Wars, Star Trek, Terminator. Like, there's going to be R, S's, and T's everywhere. DJ Play Nice was here, which is so fantastic that he assisted in the bumping of the algorithm.
yay.
Rock! Lemon Pie was here, and then Lemon left when Lemon found out that it wasn't an LMNOP. No Lemon OP?
You disappointed him.
No, I know. I feel like I disappointed myself. But that's it. Yeah. So,
What?
is there anything you wanna say? Anything you want to promote? Any political? Do you want to endorse a presidential candidate? Do you want to?
No, but we did already talk about my show tomorrow
Yes.
at 11 a.m. Central Time
Yes.
on my channel, and I think everybody knows how to get there.
Yes. I think so
So
too.
we're good.
All right.
Tuesday for all mankind. And not this weekend, but next weekend we're gonna start Fallout, playthrough of Fallout, because I do games on my channel too sometimes. It'll be
That's
fun.
when are we doing that? When are we starting that?
October 5th.
Okay, I should write that. Can't wait. Looking forward to that. That's going to be with Stark of Iron. Don't forget to subscribe to Stark of Iron.
Possibly Tiger Stripes if she's available.
Yeah, but it's late night.
Yeah, she is. She usually is.
So, thank you everyone for being here. And I appreciate this sort of self-indulgence. And it's what do we call it? My favorite? Yes. Where did Behold My Stuff go? There it is.
Behold my stuff. Behold my stuff.